writer. What is famous about her? She was blind. What do you mean by blind? Blind. A person who can't see. Person who can't see. We call them as blind. She was blind. She was blind. B-L-I-N-D. Blind. Deaf. D-E-A-F. Deaf. And dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. So, Helen Keller was blind. She can't see. Deaf. She can't hear anything. Dumb. She can't speak anything. Can you imagine about a person who can't see, who can't speak, who can't hear? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? But she lost her eyesight, her hearing capacity, her speaking ability when she was 19 months. 19 months means roughly 1.5 years. 1 year. Very baby. When she was a very small baby, she lost her eyesight. She lost her hearing ability. She lost her speaking ability. Can you imagine of a person like that? No. So we are going to learn the life of Helen Keller. Huh? Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
She was born in Alabama. Where is the place?
Alabama.
Alabama. Born in Alabama. This was a birthplace. Alabama. So we already know she lost her eyesight, her speaking ability, her hearing ability when she was 19 months. 19 months. Which means she was a very small baby. Then how will a blind person speak or a dumb person speak? How will they communicate? Just imagine those persons. Action. What kind of action? A person who cannot speak like us. How will they communicate? Using action. So using action. So our Helen Keller also used to communicate using actions. Using actions. Let's see the life story of Helen Keller. Look at your text. It was summer of 1880. A healthy baby was born in a small town in Alabama. Her parents loved her dearly and named her Helen Keller. But one day, the baby became ill, and day after day, her fever stayed high. So she was born in 1880. When 1880. When you was born in? When you were 2013. So like that, Helen Keller was born on 1880. 1880. Then she was born. She was very healthy. She was very healthy, very beautiful, very cute baby girl. When she was born, she was good. No problems with her, no issues with her. She was very healthy baby when she was born. Her parents loved her dearly and they named her Helen Keller. She was very healthy, cute little girl. Her parents also loved her very much and they named her Helen Keller. They named her Helen Keller. But one day she became ill. What do you mean by ill? Ill means falling sick. Falling sick. Suddenly one day Helen Keller became so ill. So she got fever. Day after day, her fever stayed high. Day after day, every day her condition is becoming worse and worse. She got a fever called scarlet fever. It's not mentioned in the text. So actually she got a fever called scarlet fever. What kind of fever? Scarlet fever. So this fever is like, it's not like our normal fever. When we got fever, like it will stay up to 1 week. More than 1 week, it won't stay. Huh? We'll have this coughing, fever, temperature, head pain, stomach pain, everything will be there, right? So, but Helen Keller's fever, it goes on high day after day. It didn't cure. It didn't cure. Nothing helped her. Everyone in the family tried to help her to get better. But all they could say was, there is nothing more we can do. The baby may not live. So she was a baby. Just think a small baby having fever for a long time. Huh? Everybody in the family, doctors, everybody tried to help Helen Keller. But nothing happened. Everybody said that there is nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. We tried our best. Nothing we can do. The baby may not live. The baby may not live, which means the baby may not live, which means the baby may die. The baby may die soon. So everybody lose the hope. They don't have any hope. They are told that this baby will soon die. Huh? Because it is so sick. It is not well. It is so sick. Okay. Helen lived. Helen lived. See, others were saying this baby may not live. The baby will die soon. But Helen Keller lived. Helen Keller lived. But she was not the same after her illness. Something is very wrong, her mother said. At last, they found out what was wrong. The child could not see or hear. So, after a long time, after long struggling, Helen Keller survived. She lives. Everybody thought that she may not survive, she will die soon. But Helen Keller lived. But after this illness, she was not the same. She was not the same. Something is very different in her. Something is very different in her, or something is very wrong in Helen Keller. Her mother told. Then finally they realized that after this illness, Helen Keller lost her ability to see and hear. So she can't see or she can't hear after this illness. Okay. Let's see what happens next. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried and held on her mother. Give the poor child what she wants. Her father would say so. Her father and mother were so sad. Can you imagine your parents seeing you as a deaf or a blind child? Huh? Can you imagine? No, it is so difficult for your parents. So Helen Keller's parents think of them. Her child, she from a baby she grew into a girl, baby girl. She grew into a little girl. The little girl was blind and deaf. She can't hear, neither she can see. So it was very difficult condition. So they were so sad about Helen Keller. Helen Keller also used to cry a lot. She also used to cry a lot. She was very arrogant. She became so arrogant and all after that illness. Her father also used to don't make the baby cry, just give what she needs. Don't make her cry, just give her what she needs. So the parents took very good care of Helen Keller. They loved their baby girl. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything, but others did not agree. Helen is very smart, she said and added. The problem is, how can we reach her? How can we reach her? So, Helen Keller, we know that she can't hear or she can't see, but she was a very bright child. What do you mean by bright? Brilliant. Intelligent. So she was a very brilliant, intelligent child, Helen Keller. Though she was blind and deaf, she was a very, very brilliant child. She was a very brilliant child. Some people used to say, she won't study anything. She won't study anything. She can't study anything. But her mother said, what did her mother say? Helen is very smart. Helen is very smart. But her mother believed in Helen Keller. The only person who believed in Helen Keller was her mother. She told everybody, no, my child can read, my child can study, she can learn, she is very smart, my child is very smart. The problem is how can we reach her? How can that is the problem. The only problem is how can we help her? That is the only problem. But my child is very smart. We have to find a way to help her, or we have to find a way to teach her. Okay. She is locked up inside herself. So she is brilliant, but she don't know how to come up with her own ideas. She don't know how to. The thing is, we have to help her. We have to help her. Helen began to grow wild. She could not let anyone comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she would pick up the floor and pick her feet. So, after a long time, Helen grew into a wild kid. What do you mean by wild kid? Wild. Wild means very vigorous, like acting in a different way. Like somebody who won't listen to their parents' words. She don't even let her parents comb her hair. She is very arrogant, very angry at everybody. Very angry. She don't let anyone to touch her. She used to wear dirty clothes. She don't even change her clothes. She became so different and wild. Okay. So then her parents thought, so after seeing Helen Keller growing into a wild child, her parents thought they should find a teacher for her. They should find a teacher for Helen Keller. So there comes our teacher. Who is the teacher of Helen Keller? Miss Sullivan. Miss Sullivan. Miss Sullivan. So she is a young teacher. She is the teacher of Helen Keller. Okay. She agreed to help Helen Keller. So this Miss Sullivan comes and teaches our Helen Keller. How will she teach Helen Keller? Helen Keller is blind and deaf. She cannot hear, neither she cannot see. So how will a teacher teach her? How will a teacher teach her? Do you have the answer? She is blind, she cannot see. She cannot hear. How will a teacher teach us? Action. Like how? But she cannot see that action. No. The teacher, what Sullivan did was, she gave a doll. A doll. What is the spelling of a doll? D-O-L-L. So Sullivan, she gave a doll to Helen. Sullivan gave a doll. Like just imagine, this is a doll. This is a doll. And our Helen Keller did not know what is it. So her teacher Sullivan gave a doll to her hand and spelled D-O-A-L. D-O-L. In language, sign language. Do you know sign language? With hand. Like with hand. D. O. L. L. This is like sign language with hand. Like see. Come, solution stand up. So I gave a doll to Helen Keller. So Helen Keller's teacher gave a doll to Helen Keller. So just imagine if this is a doll, Helen Keller's teacher gave a doll to Helen Keller, and in her hand, she has written D-O-L-L, doll. She can't hear, she can't see, but she can sense. She can't sense, she knows. So what the teacher written is D-O-L-L, doll. So she understands the thing in her hand is a doll. Like that way, her teacher started to teach her. Her teacher, Miss Sullivan, some. She spelled the word with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand signs. So, with the hand signs in Helen Keller's hand, the teacher got DOLL. So, Helen Keller understood that is a doll. That is a doll. So, Helen copied her teacher and spelled DOLL, doll too. But she did not understand what she was doing. Helen, like Miss Sullivan, she was strict but shy. She spelled a lot of words for Helen on her hand day and night to make Helen understand. So our Helen Keller started to like Miss Sullivan. Helen Keller started to like her new teacher. So the new teacher day and night she spelled so many words in her hand. Day and night the teacher helped Helen with so many words in her hand. So Helen also now able to identify so many words. She also knows so many words now. The teacher was strict. She was somewhat strict, but still Helen Keller liked the teacher. Okay. Though the teacher was strict, Helen Keller liked the teacher so much. One day, her teacher made Helen put her hand into running water. What do you mean by running water? So, in river or fountain, there is a running water. So, what does she? The teacher made Helen to dip her hand into water. And in her hand, she wrote WATER. What is that? Water. So, Helen understood this is water. Water is something that is very wet. What do you mean by wet?
Wet.
What do you mean by wet?
Yeah.
Presence of water. That is called something cool, something wet. That is water. So Helen understood that this is water. How did Helen understood? A teacher put her hand into running water and spelled in a written note in her hand, that is WATER. So Helen understood water is something wet. Water is something wet and it is so cold. You see? So after putting her hand into running water, the teacher spelled WATER, water. Suddenly, Helen understood that water meant something wet running over her hand. So now, for the first time, Helen understood what is water. Because she could feel water. She could not see water. She could not hear the sound, but she could feel. She could see. She could feel. She could sense water. That is how Helen Keller started to learn words. Words. Day by day, she learned so many words. Day and night, this teacher also helped her to learn so many words. She used to write words in her hand and made Helen to understand. So this is the word. This is the thing. So this is a dot. Wrote DOLL in her hand. Put her hand into water and wrote WATER. So Helen also understood this is water. This is dot. So likewise, she learned slowly. Helen Keller learned so many words. Okay. She understood after that. Helen Keller understood that words are the most important things in the world. Words are the most important things in the world. Words will tell her everything she wanted to know. So it is with the help of that word by word, she grew a lot. With that, she became a famous American author. Author means writer. So can you imagine a person who cannot see, who cannot hear, cannot speak, become a famous American author? Can you imagine? A person like that writes books. She writes books. Can you imagine? Can you write book? Can I write a book? No. So we can see, we can hear, we can speak, we can do everything, but we don't know how to write. Do we know write a book? No. That is a difference. So this is God may not give famous to everybody. We have this eyesight, speaking ability, hearing ability, but we don't know how to write. But you see, Helen Keller, she don't know anything, she don't have this like us, huh? But she became the famous American author. How? Word by word, she learned everything in the world. Thus became a famous author in America. Okay, that is the life of Helen Keller. Do you understand the life of Helen Keller? Was she blind when she was born? Was she blind when she was born? You understand? Was she a blind child when she was born? No, she was not born as a blind or deaf child. She got some fever. After the fever, her eyesight or hearing ability became. She lost that. Okay. So after 19 months of her birth, she became blind and deaf. Till then, she was like a healthy child like you and me. She was very healthy. After that only she lose her eyesight. But still, she managed to learn every word and became famous author. You understand? So that's the story